What's up, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, Lamont. We are back for another great, epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, man, I missed you guys. Hopefully, you missed us too. We are talking Power, Book 4 Force, Season 2, Episode 9, titled No Loose Ends. Tommy orchestrates the grand finale of his long game to take over Chicago's drug world. When he's faced with devastating personal sacrifices, he finds that he might just lose more than he ever stood to gain. Dum, dum, dum. Guys, if you did not know already, this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap, okay? Me and my boy Lamont right here, we're going to spoil this up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And I'm so glad to have you back, Lamont. Real talk. It sucked last. I was like, damn, it just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about power. We not looking at the comments. We not engaging with our fans. What's going on? I'm having withdrawals. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back with you, sir. And again, thank you so much for being here. Tell the people how you doing out there.
Everybody, I am good. I missed it last week too. It did feel weird not having this. As much as we try to entertain you all, this is kind of a brotherhood, a sisterhood, a peoplehood that we do. Because like he said, we engage with so many people in the audience. So we're here because of you. Engage with us. Thank you for letting us share with you. And be sure to send this brother super chats, man. He the hardest working brother on YouTube. He deserve all the coins you can give him. Let's push this brother on up there past 100K in finances and in YouTube.
Oh yeah, that will work fantastic right there, man. And of course, if you love what Lamont has to say, you can follow him on social media. His handle's on the screen. His information is in the description box of this video. Like always, he's on my channel tab right there, Top Bro VIP, and that's what the Swole Back channel looks like right there. So show him some love. And let me correct something. I'm looking at the banner right now at the bottom of the screen, and I realized that I do not have your Cash App down there. So let me change that real quick before we get started. There we go.
You don't have to put it down.
Yes, I do, sir. You got about them Pampers. You know what I'm saying? You got some babies over there. Yeah, there he is. Money sign, life gains. I got it fixed. And also, guys, excuse me. I am in the middle of taking my hair down. This is a long, daunting process. I've been doing this for 2 days. I'm getting my hair rebraided tomorrow. Going to some cornrows now. I cannot wait. Excuse me, for you guys to see the new style. I'm very, very excited about it. We're gonna call this style Spider-Man. We're getting some Spider-Man cornrows, and so
into the Spider-Verse joining his hair.
Yes, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Yeah. But let us get down with this episode right here, man. Man, more things happened that I just did not see coming. You know. With a certain death that, of course, we're going to be talking about. Had a nice little sex scene, and I like that too. I'm gonna go ahead and say, to me, this was the best. If I got to think about it, I think this was the best sex scene at the whole season for me. You know, you may disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why when we get to it. I love that. You're like, what? And when I was watching it, I was like, I like this. This is good. But you know, I'm gonna wait. But that facial expression right there was priceless. And you know, I also have some feelings about Diamond, have some feelings about Shanti, have some feelings about Stacy as well. I got some feelings about all of it. We're gonna get into all the feelings. But I enjoyed the episode though, for the most part. I think what was my least favorite? Was it number 6? Was number 6 my least? I can't remember. It was one of them that I just really didn't care for too much. But this one was pretty good. This one was pretty straight. I like where things are going. They're always introducing new characters. I mean, we got a characters dying and we bring them in. You know what I'm saying? And so we got a new card. Because I was asking you the last week, like, is Chet the main cartel that, you know? And I think you said no. But we got a new cartel player in here. I forgot the name. But yeah, man, everybody's trying to move weight and take over Chicago, and it's getting quite interesting. But overall, I did enjoy the episode. How did you feel about it overall, Lamont?
I really like the episode, man. This has been a rocking season. Shout out to everybody involved.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it had a bunch of highs. There really wasn't any lows. You had to be on the edge of your seat for every minute of this episode, and you had to pay attention because they was dropping names so quick. If you didn't listen properly, you would miss names. BA was just referencing the Marquez or Markel cartel.
Right.
From Detroit. And that's what I was speaking about when BA asked me last week that I think Che was the only one. I was like, nah, you got people that come from Indiana, come from Detroit. And look, lo and behold, we got a Detroit cartel trying to make money in the shy, windy city.
We do. And that is being led by our favorite character in the whole wide world, Miss Claudia. Miss PP don't wipe afterwards. But I'm not gonna crap on her this episode, this recap, Lamont. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you and say she did a pretty decent job. I'm always giving her a hard time, but she did a pretty decent job. When she got the money from her girl, I was just saying to myself, man, as soon as she get the money, she gonna throw her over the balcony.
That would be a waste.
But she didn't, man. She didn't. And I just got to get this off my chest because I was so surprised. The drip was nice between both of them. I like the outfit. I like the red on black and the black on red. And my images are out of order. That's okay. But I was like, damn, when I saw this, I'm not saying I would take them out on a date or nothing like that. But at least the apparel, at least the clothes was quite nice to me. You probably saying to yourself, why in the world are you starting here, B? I just wanted to, man. But and to be, well, first of all, how did you feel about it? I was gonna throw a joke in there, but I'm gonna ask you something first. How did you feel about Claudia and her boo thing that's been in love with her since the 7th grade after she gave her the money for the buy-in for the cartel, the new cartel?
First and foremost, we broke great news here when we said that the friend going to get played by Claudia.
Yes.
Claudia is not really interested in the friend. She's interested in the friend's connections.
Right.
And this was a prime example. If we don't know how much money was in that bag, but we can safely assume at least $500,000, at least, maybe more. When somebody who you know is a love interest goes and gets you $500,000 in a span of 12 hours, you're supposed to do more than get him a kiss. I'm sorry. That might sound old school as hell. And look at Claudia with her safety pin belt, looking all nice, looking right. And I've always said she be rocking some good wardrobe. So shout out to the wardrobe on Power, because y'all had Claudia looking right. You had a friend looking right. But in the end, it's going to be a war between the friend and Shanti. Because when they had the scene, when they was brokering that deal, did you notice everybody had a glass? But the only people that got liquids was Shanti and Claudia. And I was like, damn, Claudia, your friend is the one that's got the bag, and you over here starving the girl. Her lips dry, her throat dry, her tongue dry. Get the girl some alcohol. Damn. She the one with the money. And you up here giving Shanti the googly eyes. So I feel like you supposed to have gave her that money. You supposed to have popped that safety pin belt and got to the draws, the panty draws. And Claudia didn't do it.
Yeah, being silly but serious at the same time. When they were doing the little kissing scene later on, I was just like, I hope Lamont does not get the opportunity to prove me wrong and Shanti come out the bathroom and join him on the couch. I was scared, man. I was watching the episode like this right here, like, no, don't, don't let that happen.
And B, they gave you the setup.
Yeah.
They gave you the setup. They gave you a quarrel between the friend and Shanti when Shanti called the chick Becky.
Yeah.
And the chick was like, don't call me no Becky. I'm not a Becky, bitch.
Right.
So they gave you the setup for that type of thing to happen. So I'm already sure it's going to happen because that was the setup for it to happen. Maybe not this season, but next season.
Gotcha. I'm still hoping it doesn't happen. I wouldn't be surprised. No, I wouldn't be surprised if you email the studio and be like, "Hey, throw this in their episode real quick. Do some reshoots." You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I will.
That would be awful. That would be awful. but how do you feel about Shanti overall, though, man? She's we got North Central Park, West Lake Street. She's in her gym right now, and she's talking to your boy, Jannard, and again, I like Shanti at the very beginning of the season. And then when she turned into the mustache twirling villain in mid-season, I was like, what the hell is this coming from? And then she got on my good side again. But now she's dipping back to that just random outburst, like, oh yeah, you're trying to betray me? What? I'm not. It's just that aspect of her personality, just like Jannard was getting annoyed with, like, why do you keep coming at me like this? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand why they're taking her character in that direction at random points. It's not really working. I like her character overall. It's not really working for me, but I mean, do you know what I'm talking about? How did you feel about this with her random outbursts and all that hot jazz?
I kind of feel like they vilified her too quickly.
Okay.
And I think that those behaviors you're talking about makes her vilification a little bit more dramatic than it should be, because I personally like seeing her become an antagonist. I do like that, but I like it more when she's being cunning, I like her using her muscle for Claudia, not using her muscle against Jannard. You
I'll
know,
give you that.
I like her in those scenes using her muscles.
I
And
100%.
it doesn't feel real when she keeps beating up all these men. And that's not to say that she can't beat them, but at the same time, that I don't see this many people just getting punked by her like that. And so when she's doing it to the CBI members, it doesn't feel real. But I like where she's going. I like that she's trying to double cross everybody. And I'm just wondering, when is everything going to fall on those sexy, long, cool to suit lips?
Yeah. Okay, y'all let us know what y'all think. I was checking out some of the comments 2 weeks ago. Some of y'all were laughing in the comments and saying this about Shanti, saying that, and so yeah, we definitely read them. So let us know, if we're tripping, if you agree or you disagree. Now, again, I did like episode 8, but I was so disappointed with the ending of the episode where not Jannard, but Diamond killed his parole officer. One, again, it was just random and it was a bit much. And also, the guy was just innocent. And Jannard, I keep saying Jannard. Diamond is hard. It's hard for. I'm rooting for him still, but it's kind of difficult for me because that was just so out of pocket. I mean, it was just an innocent man doing his job. The writing could have been better and all that, but like Jannard was not. God dog it. Why I keep saying Jannard? Diamond, he's not as redeemable as he was prior to this, because I mean, even in season 1, he's never done anything like this, and so I kind of look at him with a side eye now. I was wondering how they was going to start the episode, because that's how it ended, with blood all over the glass and him depressed, drunk, and Tommy smiling like he's the devil. But they started off like they're getting rid of the body somewhere under this bridge. And that was all she wrote. I mean, how did you feel about the opening and the conclusion of the parole officer and all that? Did it work for you, or where are you at on that?
I understand why they had to do it. I would have liked it if they would have done it. I would have liked if they would have drugged the scene out in a different way.
Yes.
But basically, they explained to us that the breaking point for Diamond is jail. He's not going back to jail, and that is such a breaking point for him. He is willing to kill he's willing to kill an officer so he not go back to jail.
Yeah.
But it was also the flipping point for Tommy, because that gave Tommy the erection and the nut he wanted when he seen that man go evil. And then it paralleled to this episode when he done something devious and evil again, and it made his brother smile in the middle of the night. And I could see his teeth, even though it was all black, I could still see his teeth smiling in that scene. So I think they had to open with this scene, B. Avery, because we needed closure on what's the plan to get rid of the parole officer, because the police gonna come looking for him.
Yeah. Something else that was extremely drastic that happened at the end of last episode was the death of Leon, the the new Muhammad Ali, or the Mike Tyson that was coming up. That was it sucked, and it sucked because he died, but also the way it affected the surrounding characters, hence his mother.
Oh,
or at least I liked her. They got the
me
little
too.
smash scene on, but that's not going to ever happen again. That relationship is in the trash and in the garbage disposal.
It's
But
not.
it's not.
It's not.
Okay,
Nope.
okay. I'm gonna get your commentary on a second. But how did you feel about Diamond showing up at the crib, dropping off the comics? We got the memorial here. It's like, hey, your little boy left this at the shop, at the gym. I'm just want to return it. She breaks down. She's crying, of course, rightfully so. And then the daddy shows up. One of the things, I mean, it really interesting. I thought it was really inappropriate for Diamond to kind of get an attitude like, what the F is that supposed to mean? Like, yeah, you're not gonna just let some other man just, size you up like that. But still, bro, you're at their doorstep when their child died. And I know it's not your fault, but the mother is right there. So you got your chest all stuck out like that. I didn't really care for that, but I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. But anyway, how did you feel about him showing up here? And also I want to hear your commentary because you just said that their relationship is not over. I mean, where you at on that? Because I'm very, very curious.
I didn't have a problem with him showing up because she's the very fact that 24 hours ago they was hot and heavy in bed doing monkey flips with each other. She damn near showed up like Johnny Gill coming to Michael Jackson's door in a raincoat with nothing on underneath it. And all of a sudden, this situation happened, and all that feeling and love that you built up for this man that you claimed you liked just went out the window because this is no, I didn't see that. But they punched me in the gut by having that baby daddy back in there, which was the problem we had with the way she allowed him to smash in this house in the first place.
Right.
So if I'm Diamond, I'm thinking this chick has attachment issues. I'm thinking this chick has probably some mental issues going on because you just smashed with me. Basically, you put this guy out, and now all of a sudden, I pop up to just give you stuff that your son left at my thing, and this guy just pop up running his mouth. She didn't really say anything, and he talking junk to Diamond. So I didn't have a problem with him popping up. They took me by complete surprise by having the baby daddy there, and you knew something was gonna happen to the baby daddy. You knew it.
Yeah, man. He's dead. They drowned him in the ocean. They drowned him at the beach, and I would have to say that's very, very satisfying. Yeah, man, because he's the one that told the parole officer, that hey, Diamond's over here still moving weight, and I'm a snitch, and I don't like you, and he goes and drowns him in the ocean,
Mhm.
like I said, at the beach. I wish they kind of would have drew that out a bit more. For me personally, I know Larry was kind of joking with me. I can't remember what show we were recapping, but I'm one of those people where I want to see them suffer. I'm gonna shoot you in your ankles. I'm gonna shoot you in your kneecaps and your elbow and make you bleed out and all this. But he wants to drown. Got his brother right here, and that's the wrong images right there. But they take him out and drown him in the water and just kind of leave him there. But
Mhm.
I'm glad he's not on the chessboard anymore. I'm glad he's gone, because he was no good anyway. I just kind of wish they would have drawn it out a little bit more. Just beat his ass, let him starve in a warehouse somewhere. That's my type of thing. But where you at on that? Were you satisfied with the way he was taken out?
Not really. I mean, he went out like a puss ball. Um, y- the thing that I feel like they was doing in that moment, it was more so about the relationship between Jannard and Diamond than it was Diamond actually killing this guy. Because Jannard did the same exact thing Tommy did when he see his brother cross that line, smiling, cheesing all in the water. For a minute, that water turned a very, very creamy color when Diamond drowned that dude because Jannard was smiling, laughing, kikiing left to right. He was happy. And that character, Leon's daddy, his purpose is done. And by him being out the way, who is this attachment clingy mama gonna cling to? It's gonna be Diamond.
Yeah, yeah. Now let's play a prediction. Do you think that we only got one episode left.
One.
Do you think that she is even going to question where he is? Or do you
Nope.
think she's not even going to give a damn at all and
She ain't
just
going. She's not going to give one flying baby's monkey. Nope.
I got you. Not one flying baby's
Nope.
monkey. I got you. I got you. Okay. Okay. Y'all let us know what y'all think about that. I'm very, very curious as well. One of the characters before I even move on, man, what about you, man? You grab a mic for a second and lead this. What was so captivating to you, if anything, in this episode that you can't wait to get off your tongue? If anything at all. Any standout scenes, character moments, anything like that? What say
I
you,
feel like
sir?
I feel like everything was equally balanced. I was pretty much into the stories going on with everybody. Maria looking, oh, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and in the end, when Stacy was sitting in the car with Vic, it reminded me of Tommy and Tasha sitting in the car. And I'm just
Okay.
sitting here like, bruh, come on, man, why are you sitting in this car? And the anticipation of knowing Tommy was going to figure this out, and what is Tommy going to do to Vic? He already showed Vic the knife when they went to get Nunez. He was like, you know what we need to do to snitches. And so Vic is clearly afraid of Tommy. I mean, every time he talked to Tommy, his voice is cracking like we having an earthquake in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So at this point in time, I'm very intrigued about how is Tommy going to handle this rat problem. One can only assume be that Vic is about to die. That's
Oh yeah.
all you can. But assuming that might make it not happen. They might string him out. And we was taking bets on which Flynn kid would die. Everybody wanted Claudia to die. I think I was one of the only ones that said, they can do something with her story when everybody else was saying, oh, she's boring. They're not doing it. And I said they can do something with her story.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking no Flynn child is gonna die. That's what I'm thinking.
You may be right there, man. You may be right. I'm gonna come back to that before I give my commentary on the ending. But you did speak on Mariah right here. And
Oh.
she's very attractive, sexy woman.
Mhm.
We were making fun of them last time because that scene was so stupid with them leaving the club, like, oh my god, I'm emotional right now, and we're in broad daylight in the parking lot. Just stay your ass in there. I'm glad that did not happen in this episode at all. Their dialogue, them getting along, was much more realistic in this episode. But we remember in last episode, Stacy pulled up to a crib. Tommy Egan is dangerous. You need to stay away. Here's my card, and ask about Lakeisha, from the original series. And that is exactly what she did right here. Like, who is Lakeisha? What's going on with her? Tommy was pissed. Like, wait a minute.
Man.
What, and of course, Tommy was so distraught and upset and hurt, because Tasha killed her. Rightfully so. That was a big, huge plot point. But I gotta say, the acting from Tommy in this scene was superb. I really did like it. He really did do a good job of showing, that he's still hurt from that and he hasn't fully recovered. And given the lifestyle they live, they really don't have enough time to mourn, or they're doing that off screen. I get it, but I like the fact that he was so angry and kind of like charged her up, like, hey, are you testing me right now? What's up with this? And she was like, well, yeah, I am. My brother is gonna kill you, because they was talking about that at the very beginning of the episode, and she would look, she got the look on her face like, oh shit, Miguel, my brother, is talking about killing my man. And I think also Tommy said that he wanted to kill Miguel too, because when they were leaving the quinceañera, I think in the parking lot, he was like, hey, don't worry about it, I'm going to take care of it. And she was like, oh, you're going to kill my brother? I don't want him dead, Tommy. That's my brother. But what I'm getting at is right here, she chose Tommy. She was like, hey, you said that you wanted to kill Tommy in last episode. This episode, my brother is saying that he wants to kill you. And she showed up to the crib and was like, I choose you. I want to be with you. And that's when he runs in there and gives her a hug and kiss, like, oh yes, baby, we could be together, all that good stuff. I like that right there. That was cool in the game to me. That was a very lovely bond, for me and my entertainment value. How do you feel about that whole interaction? I know that was kind of a lot, but I had to set it up. How did you feel about her? Like, okay, I had my doubts, but I want you, baby. I want you. How did you feel about it?
Anytime I predict something to happen on a show, of course I'm gonna support it. I was the first one standing up here saying that at some point in time she's gonna choose Tommy, she's gonna choose the drug game, and she's gonna be his queen in this drug game. She just basically done that this whole episode. And then they try to throw us off with her talking about she want to go to Barcelona and watch the Matador. That she ain't, no, she's not. She
Yeah.
chose Tommy. She's not going to see no Matador. She got her a white guy. Okay, that's her Matador. And at the end of the day, it was intriguing to me that she just finally got to a breaking point where she realizes her brother's never going to let her have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, her brother doesn't know her the way Tommy knows her. And she's sick of it. And I guess she's like, if I'm gonna be in this life, at least let me be in this life where I'm happy. And
Right.
so honestly, her saying she's choosing Tommy, meaning that she wants her brother to die. And she literally walked away when the man was trying to eat some damn salted lemon pepper chicken wings. She was cussing him out about that and his diabetes,
Yeah.
and told the mama to give him the shot. So
Yeah.
I love it when a plan come together, and Maria is definitely a plan. But here's the question, B. Avery. Can we really trust Maria? Could this all be a scoop and sloop?
Really? I think we can trust her. The only thing I kind of want to push back on you is I don't think she wants her brother dead. I just think that she chose Tommy. I don't think she's gonna go as far as doing a coup with him, teaming up with Tommy, and like, okay, let's take out my brother. And I'm not trying to put words in your mouth either. I'll just say I don't think she wants her brother dead. I think she may not like him, but I think she still loves him. I think she still has some degree of respect for him. But I wouldn't go as far as like, she wants him dead. Is that what you're saying, or did I misunderstand you?
I'm saying that by choosing Tommy, if her brother dies, I'm saying that she has made her choice. The brother and Tommy have both said they want to kill each other. She runs directly into Tommy's arms after he says he's going to kill Tommy and warns Tommy. So to me, it's almost as if, okay, I'm making my choice. If one of y'all have to go, I'm sticking with you, Tommy, and not my brother.
Okay. And I'll give you that. Do you think if Tommy died, not Tommy, but if Miguel dies, do you think that she would be sad, or did she be like, well, good riddance, let's move on to the next,
I think there's somewhere in the middle, because right now she's very frustrated. I mean, she's so frustrated with him. She walked out, kissed the grandma, and wasn't going to kiss him, and he asked her to come back and kiss him. Like, damn, dude, are y'all 14 years old or something? Come give your brother a kiss.
Yeah, that was
You got
weird.
chicken wing. You got chicken wing breath, dude. I don't want to kiss you. I mean, so I think that she has made the choice that the only way she can be rid of the lifestyle dealing with her brother is if something happens to him. So I don't see her trying to plot to kill him, but if he dies, I don't think she's going to be that frustrated.
What are they saying in Rocky 4? If he dies, he dies. They should have thrown his little character in that. No, I'm playing. That would be completely horrible writing right there. Okay, well now, what did you think about this the new cartel guy? A lot of times when they are, when they're introducing new characters, they make a mark. He's cool, but he didn't really make a good. It wasn't trash. Okay, hold on, my computer's doing something weird. Okay, yeah, he wasn't trash, but in the past they like introduce a new character every other episode, and I'm usually always sold immediately. Like, okay, damn, this guy right here is not to be played with. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna cut your throat up, freeze your balls off, yada yada yada. Again, not saying that it was horrible, but I don't know. I just really didn't I didn't really fear him. He wasn't that intimidating to me. Excuse me. Was it different from you? And we also got Claudia here. I talked about her earlier, but she's trying to make power moves, and your boy Merkovich getting mad like, yes, this is Claudia. I can handle the rest. Get out of here. No, I like the white girl. She can stay. But how did you feel about his intro though? How did you feel?
I felt like his intro was more about boosting Claudia, because when Claudia walked in, she caught his eye. He seen her, he wanted to F her,
I was
basically.
just about to.
And that's what
Yeah.
he wanted to do, and we know that she is willing to do said things to get where she wants to go.
This is
And
true.
you saw how she finessed him, even though he said all that mumbo jumbo about, you better have my money, blah blah blah. But if she does have the money, which she does, they're going to have a good relationship to the point where he might decide to cut out Mucinex.
Yeah.
So,
You stupid.
so like when you introduce a character like him, it feels melancholy unless they're doing a behavior that shows power and dominance. And he didn't show power and dominance through his words. You still show that through behavior. So yeah, I believe that that was about Claudia.
Okay. Is that my little angel I heard back there?
Yeah. L, do you want to say hello to Uncle B? Okay, never mind.
Okay. Well, you bring it through. I love to say hello to my little honorary god baby over there.
Come up here. Do you want to say hey to Uncle B Avery? Look, say hi.
Hey, I like your braids, little mama. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, how you doing, little mama?
This her Steve Madden fur.
I love it. I love it. She love her daddy. You watching Power too? Oh, okay. She going. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
she's
you.
going.
Yeah, man. Now, we got to talk about Miss Stacy though, bro. She trying to break the rules, man. She trying to not go against the book. I like the fact that it's an interesting relationship between these are co-workers, these are colleagues, but there's also husband and wife. You know what I'm saying? She's obsessed. Like, yeah, he's like, we can't do this. It's against the rules. You forced him. You forced his hand. You coerced him. She's like, so what? We got to make a move and show them that we're strong, and they can't just eliminate our people. He's like, he said, that's crazy though, bro. Like, I'm a snitch on my wife. That is what comes first, the job, the career, or the marriage? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a conflicting little relationship right there, bro. Like, is that even? I don't even know how often it happens to where these guys have a life, and it's not just husband and wife working together. This is like life and death, type of work that they're in. And again, even if you wanted to bring race into it, just from a visual thing, especially when they're smashing, it's like yin and yang, black and white, yin and yang, good and evil, all that. I love the parallels and all that. I'm curious why you're rolling your eyes too, but I was really surprised, man, when he was like, look, babe, I love you, but I'm not gonna go down this path. You either do this by the book, or I'm throwing you under the bus. And so I was like, oh snap. I just wasn't expecting that, man. I really wasn't. Where you at on that? How'd you feel?
That was a harrowing moment for DeFranco. I mean, right now I think she's his boss basically, but they both started together because they reminisced about their first case and how it felt to, be closing in on the bad guys. And she's been trying to put her foot down and show her power most of this whole season. And for him to be like, honey, you're tearing up this relationship, and then there's still a play I have, even though you my boss. I can go help the defense and let them know what you did. He basically said, if you're going to continue to behave the way you're behaving, I have no choice but to put the law in front of our marriage. And that's what he was going to do. And when he done that, you see she whipped her ass right back into shape.
Yeah, she did. Something that is the problem took care of itself at the end of the episode, because Tommy actually found out that Vic was the snitch through the burner phones. However, I still think that this was a horrible idea that this task force tried to put together. So they're here now. No, that's at the barbershop. Now they're at the warehouse right here. trying to tell their crew, their coalition, what the deal is. We got all these burner phones, all this, throw your phones away and get your new phones. And that's how they found out. But for them to try to say, hey, we need to plant a bug into Tommy's house, he got all this security. It's just like, what are they thinking? This is dumb. Tommy knows who comes in and out of his house. And so it's only Mariah and Vic. So what if Tommy would have found, it doesn't matter now because Tommy found out anyway through the burner phone through Sue, the attorney. But what if that didn't happen? All Tommy got to know is, okay, my apartment was clean. Now I have a bug in it. The only people that's been in my house are Mariah and Vic. The fact that they didn't think about that and put that together to where they're going to get their snitch killed and their plan fail was extremely stupid to me. Like dumb Diddy. I don't know. That really just grinded my gears. Am I tripping or am I making sense?
Well, the whole season, rather, Stacey has been very overzealous in trying to get at Tommy. And that's been her Achilles heels, And in this case, I'm going to say her Achilles wig. She just keeps trying to overstep her bounds with Tommy and do crooked stuff, whereas the husband has been trying to reel her in. So I think with her trying to get Tommy so badly, it's caused her to make these horrible missteps in the thinking. And don't forget, the DNC girl got pressure on her. They got to get Tommy, and they got to get him with a cartel boss. So she hasn't been thinking clearly to the point where she was about to do something illegal. And I'm interested to see what's going to happen because we could easily see Tommy turn this back around on them. Chop off one of Vic's fingers, maybe chop off his pinky toe, and turn it back around and make him an informant for Tommy to keep the FBI and the CIA and all these other agencies off of him for a little while, or to have them go bust other cartels to get them off Tommy's territory. I could easily see them keeping Vic around for that. But I think that her and the things you complained about are just them showing how she's got a blinder on because she wants to get Tommy so badly.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess she is human. She has flaws. She's not perfect at her job, so she's gonna make mistakes. And again, her husband.
Neither is her hairdresser.
Yeah, man, is it that bad, bro? You talking about it like it's a Tyler Perry wig or something? It ain't that bad, but I want to hear from the ladies too, and I want to hear from everybody. How good or bad is Stacey's wig? I don't know.
Acting is on point.
Okay,
acting is on point, but the hair wardrobe. Bruh.
Yeah. Okay. I'm curious. Now, I forgot what they was talking about here in this towards the beginning of the episode. I think Jannard, I think Diamond told him that he murdered his parole officer. That's what they was talking about. Again, I really didn't care about how nonchalant he was about it because I just think that death was stupid. But we don't have to spend too much time there. But one thing that's frustrating me about Miguel and his insulin shot, because he did want his sister to stay to give him the shot. Now, I'm not trying to sound ignorant. I know your wife is a medical professional. She's a doctor, medical professional. Is it that hard to give your own self an insulin shot? Like, why are you putting this responsibility on somebody else? That's insane. We saw it a couple episodes ago when you didn't have it, bro. You were about to pass out. Like, learn how to do it yourself. That was crazy to me. Am I tripping?
So again, that's why I'm kind of like, that whole thing with him makes me not afraid of him. My granddaddy used to have to take insulin shots when I was a child, and y'all know I was born in the 80s, so I'm getting on up there.
Yeah.
And he used to have to give the shot to himself in his belly. And he would just, pull it on out, wipe it, pull some fat roll, and boom, it's in there. So I don't know why Miguel can't do the same thing unless he's got a phobia of needles.
And maybe he does, because he did kind of pinch or jerk a little bit when she stabbed him in the arm. Matter of fact, I think I've seen, social media is crazy. Just the content you see sometime. I saw a gentleman at the gym working out on a reel. He was recording himself, of course. That's the only way I could see it. And he was about to give him, I think he was about to give himself an insulin shot. that was just his routine, and he was vlogging, just wanting to share his experience, and like, hey, I go to the gym like everybody else, but this is something extra that I have to do. And another woman saw what he was doing and came over there, and she didn't have to go through that herself, but she was giving somebody in her family insulin shots as well, so she was familiar with the procedure and went over there and volunteered to like, hey, can I? It was very intrusive in my opinion. But she volunteered to give the guy the insulin shot, and he's like looking at the camera like, what the hell is this for real? Like, woman, I don't know you, and you're offering to do something like this so personal. So I just brought that up because he was able to do that himself, but Miguel is not, and so that's just.
I have so many questions. BA, what did the lady look like that was going to help him get that insulin shot?
She was attractive. She was, if that's where you're getting at. Why you ask? What's up? She was white. She was white. If that matters as well. He was black.
And was she wearing some of our finely scantily clad IG girl gear?
Maybe I can't remember, but probably.
Oh, well, he's got a problem.
Okay.
Let that girl put on a glove and give you that shot. Maybe she wanted to give you more than insulin, my brother.
Maybe that's where you're getting at. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay.
She wanted to give you some insulin.
Yeah. Okay. But Miguel, man, learn how to give your own shots, bro. You can't be
man.
Can't be dependent on nobody else. That's just too important, unless it's a body part that you can't reach. But do you think that this is going to? You think that Miguel is going to draw a wedge between Diamond and Tommy? I don't think so.
No.
But Diamond looked like he was thinking about it, man, for a second. Like he was like, "Why are you asking? What is going to happen there, if anything at all?"
I think nothing's going to happen. Diamond was just playing it cool, so there wouldn't be no problems. If anybody's going to drive a wedge, it's going to be Jannard. That's who's going to be the wedge driver. And like they're setting this story up where you've got Jannard possibly trying to drive a wedge between Diamond and Tommy, and then you've got these women trying to drive wedges between individuals. So this thing is getting pretty deep, man. And it was funny to me how Maria chose Tommy over her brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically Jannard is trying to choose his brother over Shanti.
Yeah. Very, 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 very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, I don't know who this guy is right here. He just probably a corner boy or a henchman for Miguel and his crew. But yeah, man, the writing was on the wall. Or in this scene right here, as soon as I saw this shot, and they're giving her so much screen time by herself that there has not been a scene in this whole season to where she was in frame like this all by herself. And I was like, wait a minute, is she about to die? And I was like, nah, she's not about to die. It's gonna be a hit that they're gonna attempt. That they're gonna probably try to drive by and shoot her. She's gonna get hurt. But no, sir. They blew her ass up, man. I was like, damn. I did not expect that. Also, I would have beat the ass. Like, are you seriously not gonna let me try to run over to my mama body? Like, get off of me. What are you doing? I thought that was like crazy. But bro,
I mean, what is he gonna do? Be able to put out the damn fire? What is he gonna do? He gonna run over there and get burned up?
Still, man. Still. That's that's not his mama, that's his grandma. But still, man, it's just I was so annoyed by this, but bruh, did you see this coming? Did you see the explosion? Did you see the grandma dying or like that shocked the hell out of me? I did not think that was going to happen. What did you think?
The minute he said you can drive my car when Nunez come back, I knew it was a setup because grandma had just foretold what was going on with Nunez in the last episode.
Yep.
And the minute that they said that, I was like, oh hell, this Nunez about to do something. Y'all just told us this. Yep. And the fact that we've never seen grandma drive by herself. Grandma is so revered and respected where she comes from. She always have drivers. So why is grandma driving by herself? Yeah. My gripe is I felt like they lifted this woman up to be so tough, so cunning. I didn't like that they let her die like this. I ain't like that. Like I wouldn't want to see her go out of guns a blazing. And so that was the only beef I had with it. But yeah, I saw it coming when he was like, "You can use my car." I'm thinking, why she need to use somebody else's car? Where her driver at? That was a setup for me to let me know that she's about to kick the bucket.
Yeah, man. And she kicked it tough, man. A big ass fireball. But they at the funeral right now. They're mourning, and Tommy's dumb ass. I had to see your face when I said that, bruh. Dial it the F back. Are you serious? I am so surprised he walked out of that funeral alive. That was so inappropriate for you to step up to the guy and try to do business. It don't matter if you're trying to help. I was so happy that it's good for him to be there and to show his condolences and be like, I'm here for you. I'm sorry about your loss, all that. But the guy told him, like, hey, bro, this is not the time. This is not the place. And he kept going. He's like, no, he said, no, this is the time. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk about this. Man, I was like, are you effing out of your mind? What is wrong with you? And and on top of that, I love the way that Diamond checked his ass on the outside too. Like, Tommy, man, what are you doing? That could have blown up in our face. You got to think about this. Are you not thinking? And so Tommy was way out of pocket right there, man. Do you feel the same, or how you feel about it?
Well, one could look at it the way you're looking at it, but you could also look at it from the perspective of those people that are the most top of the line salespeople. Every time there's an opportunity, you got to take advantage. So the way Tommy met Che in the first place was he barged into the bar mitzvah for the Mexican people.
Okay.
That's not a place you're supposed to be trying to talk no business, but Che made it okay for him to talk business. So in his mind, Che about his business, it don't matter if it's a bar mitzvah, it don't matter if it's a death, it don't matter if he's at the foot of his wife giving birth. I can talk business to this man if I can get to him. Plus, Tommy's also thinking, what other opportunities will I have to be in the same room with Che without having to deal with going through Miguel? So he's basically, as y'all young folks say, shooting the shot. So it is what it is.
Okay, let me ask you this: would you have done it yourself if you was Tommy? Would you have done what he did? Be honest.
If it depends, like I said, if that's the only way I'm gonna. So let's, for example, say I need to speak to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan can help me alleviate a problem.
Okay.
And the only way I'm going to see Michael Jordan is at a wedding, a funeral, or at him giving birth to his next child. I'm going to shoot my shot.
Come on, bro. A wedding and a childbirth are positive things. This is a funeral. That's the worst thing that somebody can go through. I mean, I asked you the question, you answered it. So but wow, I said we
shoot my shot.
We will handle that in two completely different ways, but I'm not mad.
Well, think about what happened though. Che didn't outright. Che basically said, this is not the time, but the average person would have went off on Tommy. And with them being gangsters, you would expect them to go the hell off, maybe throw him out, maybe shoot him, maybe teach him a lesson, beat him up. They ain't do none of that. Okay. And that's because Che didn't want them to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all let us know what you think. Somebody else that did not throw a family member out is JP. I wish he just had better glasses, but he's coming home. He sees the alcohol bottle in the trash, and he gets a call from the school and says, hey, your little boy is gone. He's getting into fights and beating up people, and he's gone, and we don't know where he is. What is going on, man? And we found that out. They have their father-son moment. And he pulls up on him. This dude, I don't know what school he was at and how far away it was, but his name is D-Mac, right?
Yeah, D-Mac.
Yeah. Came all the way back. He playing video games and cussed his daddy out. You abandoned me. I can see the frustration. Nobody wants to feel that way, but yeah. How'd you feel about all that, bro? Was it appropriate, or how'd you feel about JP and D-Mac and them getting along? And also, the conversation with Kate and JP himself. You know, he accepted her amends. You know, I know we kind of talk about this personally a few weeks ago. I kind of said like, you know, you kind of have a better life if you can forgive your parents for what they did and didn't do. And you know, based off your upbringing, people gonna feel different about that. Nobody's right or wrong.
Right.
But even though that Kate was a horrible mother, he forgave her, you know, and he realized a cycle that was going on. Like, look, I just did the same exact thing to my son in a way, well, not really, but in a way that my mom did to me. Very, very interesting. You know, he wanted to stop that snake from eating his tail, that Ouroboros, that cycle. But yeah, how did you feel about it, man? And you know, can you relate? And you know, who was right, who was wrong, and all of that. How did you feel about it?
First of all, when we talk about JP, he's one of the only rare human beings on planet Earth whose masculine voice can rival that of behavior. That's number one.
This guy is
and
silly.
then number two, I love Kate Egan. I love her character. And I wanted them to do something to keep persisting her down the road. And they've done that because a lot of her new life is tied to her feelings about her grandson, D-Mac. Now, D-Mac escaping from Horsepen Creek Academy, we seen that coming. We knew he wasn't going to be at the academy the whole damn season. We knew that was coming.
Right.
I just kind of thought maybe Tariq or somebody else from the other power would come help. But my man escaped the Horsepen Academy and go back to Marshall House, where automatically JP knew where he was at. Now, I hate to say this.
Say it, my brother. Say it.
I understand D-Mac's reaction, but his acting, I didn't buy it. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You don't gotta apologize, bro.
Him trying to invoke the emotion, I just didn't buy it. I like the lines, but I didn't buy the emotion and the behavior that came with it. And I felt like JP was simping a little bit if he fell for that. However, I get why JP did it because he's going through the same thing with his own mama. And so I like the fact that JP has forgiven his mama and moved on because he's trying to do the same thing with his son. But the problem is going to be Tommy. How are they going to handle Tommy? Because Tommy ain't going to be cool with this.
Yeah. That's it. They got a lot to wrap up. You know, in this last episode. So we're gonna see. But yeah, man, I do agree with you. The acting was not the man. Fuck that. You know, it's like they could have got somebody better. You know, to do that. Somebody else that did get better is I don't want to say that the parole officer that died last episode by Diamond killing him. The acting was bad, but this new lady here, it was much better. I like her. I like her energy. You know, she coming through her talk. Okay, so let me get this straight. A guy over here was very thorough with his notes. He gets a tip that you're doing drugs again. He comes here to question you about it, and then all of a sudden he just comes up and ended up missing. And you know what's going on? What's your explanation? Do you have an alibi? Janara coming through talking about, well, yes, I'm his brother, and I was here. Well, damn it, of course it's a biased opinion. I was kind of like rolling my eyes that she just bought that, but at the same time, I did like her though. I liked her energy. I liked the acting. I liked the performance. Look at her. You know, she's like, we ain't effing around over her. I know that something is awry, and we're gonna figure it out. I liked her, man. You think she's gonna, they think this is just a one and done, or she's gonna be a recurring character that continues to pop up in the show? I want her to, it just adds more pressure to the entire situation. But how you feel?
It would be great if she came back. I liked her too. Them big Texas thick girls, boy. Sister Soldier right here played the hell out of her role. Yeah. And I liked her presence. She is when white guys talk about angry, loud black women, that's what they think about. They think about her. Yeah. That's the stereotype that they think about. And I like her in this role because she's not dealing with white people. She's dealing with our people. And she's trying to check our people for killing a good one of our people. So you need someone like a sister soldier in that moment, and I enjoyed it. But who knows if she's gonna come back? It'd be great if she did, but I can't really tell if she's gonna have a recurring role or not. You would think she would, because the police are just not gonna let another policeman go without investigating the case.
Right.
And the only person who probably could have told on them was Leon Daddy, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
would they send Gigi down a road of turning on Diamond? I hope not, because I need me some more love scenes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see. And y'all let us know what you think about that. I went after Vic showed up to Tommy's crib and
Yeah.
put the bug there. You know, I kind of brushed on it earlier, but he said, "Hey, get the knife. Let's go on a little drive here." I hate a snitch. Well, you know, no, he said I hate a rat. What are you talking about? The actual animal or the a snitch? He's like, a snitch. You know what I'm saying? He's like, there ain't amount of torture they can deal with them, you know, and it's satisfactory. And you know, Vic, the acting was good. Vic looked scared as hell, man.
He did.
But they go and kidnap old dude in broad daylight. I was saying to myself, I got to be honest with you, Lamont. I said, Nunez, if you're gonna snitch on your crew and go pull up in front of Merkovich's restaurant in broad daylight, you got the loudest car in the world with the rims. I'm like, bro, like people know your ride, they know your whip. Like anybody can see you go over there and be like, why is he going in there? This is a dead giveaway. A dead giveaway. So I was kind of rolling my eyes there, like, bro, you can't go at night, you can't sneak in the back, you know, you can't. I don't know. That was wild to me right there. But yeah, man. They get his ass, man. Tommy beating the hell out of him, about to carve the freaking tattoo from the back of his head. Snitches calling Merkovich, get out of there. And you know, Miguel shows up. They had a shootout, all of that right there. I knew Merkovich was not gonna die in this scene, but they did get a lot of bodies. But you know, it was entertaining. I did not. As soon as Merkovich was knocked out, cut off from the cartel, I didn't think Merkovich was going to have that much screen time left in the show. But no, he's still a main character, and he's still a threat to the whole game. And so I know that was a lot right there, man, from Vic and Tommy in the car to kidnapping Nunez that led to the shootout that they got away. But it was entertaining, man, and I'm kind of happy that you know Merkovich lived. I want him to stay around. I don't care if he dies, but I want him to stay around a little bit more. What say you, sir, about all this right here?
The Merkovich character has grown on me. I know I poke junk and talk junk about the man, calling him Mucinex.
Yeah,
but that character has grown on me, man. For real, I like the character now. I want him to hang around. And Nunez is another stereotype. He looks like a dumb jock. He just done dumb jock stuff. Bruh, come on, Nunez. You just tried to kill your boss's mama. Well, you did kill her. Grandma, you did kill her. And you're trying to double cross him by going back and forth over here to Mucinex's place. Why not walk, catch an Uber, go in the back door that we learned that Mucinex has as an escape door, which I love that. I love that my man had a damn bat cage so he could escape.
Right.
I loved every bit of that. But Nunez got what he deserved. He was acting like the way he looked, a little slow and stupid. He got what he deserved. And Tommy bringing Nunez to Che in front of Miguel. Miguel got to be seething on the inside. The only thing more that Tommy could do to make Miguel more furious is make a sex tape with his sister and send it to
shit.
Yeah, man. To be honest with you, he ain't even got to go that far. He could just make a tape of him kissing her.
Yeah.
And that'll probably send him through the roof. And I would love to see how that plays out. But, you know, Nunez was just a pawn. He got what he deserved. And now we just got to see where's Che going to go, because he's really liking Tommy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's crazy. You know, Miguel is looking bad, you know, because First of all, the hit was not a success. You know, Merkovich, Mucinex, as you say, got away, and then Tommy is coming in here making the moves. How did this Y guy? No, you had a rat and you didn't, and so it's kind of looking. Even though Tommy was wrong, I know we disagreed. Even though that Tommy was wrong for overstepping his boundaries at the funeral or the wake, he is really making some finesse power moves by dropping the snitch off and leaving. On another note, I also like when he was like, "Hey, I know this is some family personal stuff," and Chet threw up like, "Shut the fuck up," you know, we'll handle it from here. And so I got some entertainment out of that. But yeah, man, your boy Miguel is, like you said, seething at the you know, he been breathing heavy all season, just, oh God, I'm gonna get him, Tommy Egan. You know, I would love to see a throwdown fist fight between Miguel and Tommy before the season is over. I don't think we got a good hand-to-hand fight all season about anybody, have we?
Not really. Not really.
Yeah. Let's put down the gun. I mean, have a good reason why the guns are not available, but let's get some 50 cups in here, man, and some body slams.
That wouldn't be a good fight. That wouldn't be a good fight. No, because all Tommy got to do is wait this nigga out and let the diabetic effect take place. All he got to do is float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, run around the cage, and Miguel is going to be on his knees.
Okay. Well, I still want to see it, man. I think they can get crafty with it, you know, but we'll have to see. Now, you gave me the ugly Freddy Krueger face towards the beginning of this recap because we're talking about this sex scene right here between the husband and wife. Bro, it was to me. It was the reason why I liked it is it felt real and passionate. You know, even though I did want to see Tommy and Mariah smash, it was just kind of too soap proper, just like, oh yeah, let's sell it. I don't know. This seemed like it just seemed real and genuine. You know, I felt they were very, very frustrated, but with the case and their job, they were beefing at the very beginning of the episode, which how to handle the situation, but they got a W here, and this was a celebratory smash, you know, and they really love each other, even though they're frustrated with each other. And you know, sometimes you smash a partner, y'all can still be mad at each other, but y'all still want to get it in, and you throw you can be mad at them, smash, and still go your separate ways. Okay, like I'm gonna go watch TV or whatever. You know, I mean, you everybody gets that. We've all experienced that in some form or fashion at some point in our life. And so I don't know, man. That's just one reason why I really liked it. It's not even, I've never, Stacey's not I mean, I do find Stacey is not she is, attractive. I'm not looking her that way, but she's a decent looking woman. And so I'm not, Mariah or was it her name Geneva? I'm looking at them like, oh, she looks good. Even with me looking at Stacey like this, Gianna, I just still felt the chemistry, the love, and the passion in this scene right here. And it was just dope to me. It didn't really seem like, okay, hey, let's just insert a sex scene just because we want to be freaky on TV and have an R rating or something like that. It really did feel genuine. And so that's one reason why I liked it. It looked like you disagree. How you feel about it, man? Let's tell your take.
Everything you said is correct.
Okay.
Hey, if you someone who's into that freaky deaky shit and love patriotic sex, smashing in front of the American flag, hell, might as well sing the Star Spangled Banner while you're at it. Go for it. But for me, I'm just not a fan much of either one of these characters. So the passionate drive was not there for me. But everything you said is 100% correct. They was frustrated. They done worked some things out in their marriages. They done worked some things out in their professional life. They reminisced about the first time they done one of these cases. And you got the backdrop of the damn American flag that they was getting it in, desecrating the flag. They didn't even put it down at half mast. Yeah. Hell, if you're gonna do all that, go ahead and fall and have sex on the flag. But I'm just not enjoying watching those two do it. That's the only problem I got. That's it.
Okay. I got you. Y'all let us know what you think. Did you like the sex scene? Do you agree with me, Lamont? Both of us, and also let us know in the comment what is your favorite sex scene out of season 2 so far. Was it Stacy and the husband? Was it Diamond and what's the name, Gianna or
Gigi, yes.
Gigi, or was it Tommy and Mariah? And you can rank them too in the comment section. We want to know. Diamond is free. He had his parole
He's
case.
free.
He's out of there. This is good.
Mhm.
I like that. And what I don't like is seeing brothers bicker and argue as they did at the end of season 1, but they made it up here. And so that's pretty cool right there. You think they're gonna stay united, or is gonna be another fallout somehow between them?
At the end of the day, I really believe Jannard got love for his brother. Even though Shanti is trying to get him to double cross the brother and all that, I really believe that he's got love for the brother. He's going to try to be true to the brother. But it's going to be some people that's going to try to come between that. And so you got to look at Tommy coming in between it, and you got Jannard, you got Shanti. But I'm liking that they're letting them get back together, showing that brotherly camaraderie, that brotherly love. It's just who's going to mess it up. And it might not even be another human that messed it up. It could be drugs with Jannard again. We called him Junkie
Mm,
Jannard for a reason. He's
right.
clean right now, but if he
Mhm.
was to get back on the stuff, he can be easily manipulated.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. One of the last scenes right here, man. Tommy figures out who the snitch is, man. They on the roof. Hey, let's meet on the roof. Tommy even may smash the Asian lady. I don't know, but finds out that it's Vic. Vic is like, hey man, when can I get this witness protection? I was thinking it's Tom. I was like, Tommy, don't be stupid and run him over with your car in front of the cop here, in front of Stacy, and just damn, that would be horrible. But yeah, man, it ends right here with Tommy staring him down, staring Stacy down, and he is upset. There's no escaping it. There's no escaping it. So looks like Vic might die in the last episode, but you said earlier that you don't think that any of the fans are going to die. You think they're going to stay alive. So how did you feel about this scene, man, and how you think it's going to play out
Tommy's going to try to use Vic next season. Simple as that.
next season? Okay. You think they're going to have a confrontation at all? But
Yeah,
in the
definitely.
okay.
Definitely, but Tommy's going to probably torture him and make him be useful as some informant against the FBI, the CIA, and all these drug force, task force, whatevers, and put him in precarious situations. He might even use him to drive a wedge between Stacy and DeFranco. I could see that happening. Tommy, all of a sudden, he's smart as ghost now, so I could see those things happening going forward next season. I don't see any Flynn child dying this season.
Okay. Yeah, let us know what y'all thinking. Something else I forgot to mention is I do like the communication between Shanti and Tommy here about him, playing both sides. So like she wanted to hobble what's her name? Claudia. And like, hey, let's not let her finish the race. But Tommy, he's like, no, let's do this, let's do that. I like I like the communication as well. But what else, Lamont? Is there anything else that we didn't discuss, or do you have any final thoughts that you want to get off your chest, sir, on this episode, or what you think will happen next episode?
My final thoughts is let's get ready for the finale, and then December 1st, Power Book 3 is coming. That's my final thought
Already
for the night.
looking forward to it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it for me and Lamont's recap for this great episode of Power of Book 4 Force Season 2, Episode 9, No Loose Ends. Really did enjoy it. We got one episode left, and hopefully it will end on a banger. Let us know in the comments what you thought about the episode, your likes, your dislikes, things that you may be confused on. Let us know about my commentary, Lamont's commentary, whether you agree with us, disagree with us, or you're somewhere in between. And we want to hear those predictions. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Lamont, again, my brother, I want to thank you so much for coming through and being generous with your time. I really do appreciate that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And before you head out, man, won't you let the good people know what you got going on your channel for them to look forward to?
Trailer breakdown for the upcoming episode of Power, live stream Saturday night, 9 p.m. You might want to come through. You never know who could show up. And then as I'm winding down this year, first year of mine being in film, I will get back to doing more YouTube content over the next 2 months, really 3 months. So just come through and check a brother out and follow me on TikTok. And be sure to tip B Avery because this brother works so hard. He works hard not only on his own videos, but trying to help other YouTubers. And I really want you guys to show him all the admiration and love you can.
Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you as well. And yeah, man, if this is your first time here, you know, this is kind of the stuff I have right here on my home tab. A little bit of everything, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So come through, subscribe, all that. You know, your boy would really appreciate it. But guys, again, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B Avery. That's Lamont. That's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.